Gold and silver bouncing nicely overnight. Gold hitting some support, silver breaking out from a certain area. We'll take a look at platinum as well. That's what we do here. Look, if you're watching this on the replay, use the time codes below to go to your favorite part straight away. Skip all the stuff that you don't want. Let's be honest, who doesn't want all the stuff we do live? If you're watching live, you get to enjoy everything we do here at Good Morning Stackers, your weekdaily live show all about gold, silver, economic news, bullion related stuff with me, Joe Main. I'll explain who the hell I am in just a second if you're new to the show, but in the first 1 minute of the show, we do the Synchronised Slurp. That's where you grab a tasty beverage of your choice. What is it? I don't know. It's up to you. It's before 12 o'clock in Australia, so alcoholic? Probably not. Don't drink too much poison, but here we go. Whatever your beverage of choice is, maybe it's hot, maybe it's cold, whatever. Let's slurp it together in 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh. Mine was a little bit low down there. It took me a little bit extra time to get the slurp going. I am Joe Main. Who am I? I've worked in the precious metals bullion retail industry over 3 major bullion dealers here in Australia for the last 11 years. I've been stacking for longer than that. Now I do this show every single weekday morning. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family. And I also help you launch and grow on YouTube and other social media. That's what I've actually been doing for a very long time, very successfully with other companies. And now I have a whole range of different clients, and reach out to me if you want to find out more. Of course, you hit me up with an email at gmstackers@gmail.com, gmstackers@gmail.com. Or what else you can do is you can head over here, my funky people. You can head over to share the screen. No, not that one. That one. There we go. Head over to instagram.com/It's Joe Main. Why? Because I have a whole bunch of free content. If your business is looking to launch or just grow your social media presence, but you don't have the skills of how to do it yourself, how to create consistently engaging content, I have a bunch of free content that gives you insights into how to create consistently engaging content, tips and tricks, whole bunch of different stuff right there. So head over to instagram.com/It's Joe Main. And then if you want to work with me personally, I have a 10-week content blueprint strategy course where you go one-on-one over Zoom. I teach you all the things that I know about how to create consistently engaging content, and I work it specifically for you or your business, whether it's your business, your boss's business, whoever. You just send everyone my way. That's the way to do it. And you'll walk out with a full content plan. You'll be making, by the end of the 10 weeks, you'll be making just videos every single week, however many it needs to be for your type of business. We'll customize it exactly for you. Send me the email and we go from there, or send me a DM. And of course, this show is brought to you by Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. Their weekly special is Scottsdale 1 gram prepper gold bars. I'll put a link below to that somewhere. And of course, my new brand partner, Wealthstack.com. We'll take a quick look at those somewhere in the show at some point. But of course, we've got to do the shout-outs. We always do the shout-outs. CT says, hey, Lance. Oh, CT, what about me, man? What about me? You say hello to me first. CT, GMS, y'all. Good to see CT from the Lone Star State in Texas. Strange as. Good morning, Stackers. David Williams, GMS, all. Hope everyone has a good weekend. Yeah, I really hope you do too. Speaking of the weekend, if you live in the Mildura area-ish in Victoria, my band, the U2 show, Uptung Baby, it's a U2 tribute band, will be playing a gig alongside with the Australian In Excess tribute show. It's a combined show in Mildura. If you want to find out more, just do a Google search, go Mildura U2 In Excess. I'm sure you'll probably, something will pop up. You see, it's at the Mildura Arts Centre. Tickets are still available. We sold over 300 tickets. Tickets are still available. And I think I have a couple of freebies available, a couple of comp tickets. So if anyone's in that area, you're welcome to come and look. Let's go. Yes, good support, hey, on that, on the silver and the gold. Slurp time. Fantastic. The Don is back. Howdy, everyone, says Knackers O'Reilly. Lance says, keen to have a play with WS this weekend. WS being Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. Good morning, everyone from Melbourne. G'day, Dylan. Great to see you. And Christian Delaney. Morning from Wollongong. I've spent a little bit of time in Wollongong. Great little town. Can you buy tickets with silver? I will take your silver and I will give you tickets. Now, not directly. I'd have to be your conduit. But yeah, you want to, I'll give you a couple of free tickets. I think I've still got a couple of free ones, a couple of comps. And blah, blah, blah. Fantastic. Excellent, people. This will be a quick show, I think. Let's go to look at gold bouncing nicely and silver bouncing nicely as well. Let me share the screen for you. And of course, this is gold on the, now I pulled it right back here. Gold on the monthly time frame. Priced in US dollars, 2,456 US dollars. As you know, we pretty much always use the US dollar value. Why? It's the world's reserve currency. Everyone talks about the spot price in USD, and then sometimes we talk about it in our own foreign currency. Because if you're not in the States, your foreign currency floats against the USD, so you've got two factors there. You've got the spot movement in the USD, which is the world's reserve, but then what's your currency doing against the USD? So that's why we talk about spot in USD. And sometimes, because we're in Australia, we'll talk about AUD as well. But again, you've got that extra factor, so it's harder to use technical analysis on because it's two factors in there. Does that make sense? Good. The monthly time frame. Okay, let's just go back a second. Let's just go back very quickly. Go back all the way. The particular index goes back all the way to, it goes back a while. Let's go back, we're going to do a yearly candles. Okay, people, here's the yearly candle. Each candle is 12 months. I'm just showing you, why am I showing you this? Not for any particular reason. I just want you to see where we are on the global macro scale. 1967. Bloop, 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 bloop. 1980, bloop, 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 bloop. Late 90s, early 2000s, bloop, 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 bloop. 2011, bloop, 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 bloop. 2015, bloop, 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 bloop. There you go. How do you think it's looking at the moment? I think it looks good over the longer term. I don't think we're near a big blow off top. There's one thing I want you to take a look at though, and I'm going to pop in my indicators. What you're going to see is a bunch of action around this area, but a big trend line right here. Okay, I'm going to get rid of a few things. Let's see, can I isolate? Actually, give me 1 second. Can I isolate? Lock, show, and remove. No, okay. So I don't want that. No, I want that. Can I do a hide all? How the hell do I do it? I can't do a hide all. Okay, this is going to be a bit annoying, but give me a second. Yeah, no, I'll keep that. I'll get rid of you. I'll get rid of you. And get rid of that box, and that should be about it, I think. Horizontal. There we go. Is that close enough? Yeah. Let's go with that. What do we notice? We are coming up to an interesting point right here. This is going back this is a big macro. Each candle is 1 year. Okay, and by the way, I'm not saying anything with this. I'm not saying we're done or anything, blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying have a look at this long-term trend line. You have to take a look at these long ones, the smaller ones, yeah, of course, but look at this one. Through this point, through this spike, and getting close-ish. Okay, so I do think, and I'll have to get my great big dirty head's in the way right there. I do think that you will see a little bit of resistance here. It could be a lot of resistance, I know, but you'll see at least some resistance. It is a resistance point that we need to deal with, okay? Now, because this is on the yearly time frame, I'm not going to get this exact, okay? And no one's going to draw this in exact, but you're talking at around about your 2,650 US dollar mark-ish. I feel like it's going to be a trend line which will come into play in one of two ways, okay? Either we might find a bit of resistance here, or we might find a bit of a bounce here on the yearly time frame, okay? So what you could potentially see, and I'm not saying this is happening, but potential is maybe a spike for the year, so this is 2024, this candle right here, you might see a spike to around about here where that's the kind of like the highest point for 2024. So this spike right here at about 2000, call it between 2630 and 2650. Okay, 2630 to 2650 is where we might spike at for 2024. Okay, so because what you always do, almost always do, look at these candles. You basically never have a spike and then close, except look at this one. This is in 2007. That's a very, very small spike. That's probably the smallest one I've ever seen. But what you do is you tend to have a spike and then you close the year lower. Spike, close the year lower. Spike, close the year lower. This did it here though. I mean, there are times, right, where it closed the year and then opened, right? But most of the time you see these wicks, okay, on the candles. So I think, more likely than not, that we might see a little bit we might peak here in 2024. I could be completely wrong. I just want you to keep this in the back of your mind, okay? Because this is a really important, very long-term macro uptrend line right there. So watch for around about that spike at 2630 to 2650. Doesn't mean it's the end and that's the end of the bull market and whatever. It just means by the end of the year, watch for that. So I'm going to pop that in actually, because it's so funny when you look at the precious metals for many years, still you fail to go back and look at the big macro stuff too. So I only went back recently and went, oh yeah, that's that big macro line that I'd seen ages before. So I'm going to pop this in. It's just an interesting one. So I'm going to say about there. Let's say 2,640 just to be safe. Right about there, 2640. Let me write that in. Will it hit and just spike there? Probably not, but who knows? Just watch out for it. 2640. Okay, but that's just that. I just wanted to show you that very quickly before we go into the silver bouncing nicely, and it has bounced nicely. Let me show you all these. We've got that one, we've got that one, we have that trend line, and that's not the one. Excuse me. No, that's not it. That's not it either. Excuse me. Isn't this the most riveting show you've ever seen in your entire life? Again, hit the big red subscribe button to join the family. Oh, God. Horizontal line. No, that's not it. I've got my line, my back in business line, people. Right there. No, you son of a gun. Nope. Excuse me. There we go, right there. Ignore all those other ones. Okay, final hurdle for new all-time highs at 2,430. Let me pop on the relative strength index as well. This is this down here. This measures when an asset is going through periods of overbought or overvalued to oversold or highly undervalued. It always oscillates between going up here, extremely overvalued, and extremely undervalued. Right there. What was I talking about? This level right here. 2,430 US dollars. Gee, what do you know? We found support yesterday at exactly 2,432. It's right on that line, okay? It was 2,430-ish. And if we look on the hourly time frame, we had been talking about the fact that we had gone into extremely overvalued on the 1 hour time frame. So I was suggesting that's a bit peaky in the interim. So we're probably going to see some lower prices from here. And we certainly saw, we tested it a few times. It even broke out higher, but no, it was a lower point on the relative strength index. So there was no strength in it. Okay. So it was sort of peaking out as this is going down, right? So blip, 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 fast move to the downside, didn't hit 2430, but look, we had this little fake out overnight where we went all the way back up to 2,470 and then blip, blip, blip in 2 hours afterwards, right smack down on that support line right there. I haven't moved this line. It's just right there. This is really easy stuff when you know what to look at. And it was just based on this previous resistance line here. It was also based on the fact that we had, apologies, on the daily. Sorry, I don't mean to move this around too much. On the daily time frame, it was a level of resistance here, a big spike, a cluster of resistance here, and this spike here really gave me pause. That's why I moved my final hurdle from 2400 to 2430. And look, we're above it now. So that's really, really good. Okay. That's very positive to see. That one I don't need. That's one I do need. There we go. That and that. Cool. Perfect. So while we're above support, 2,430, I'm still in the final hurdle for new all-time highs. A new all-time high in gold is coming imminently, and I'm talking probably days, if not days and weeks, not months and months and months from now. While we're above 2,430, we could crack that very, very soon. Obviously, what would negate that? Not holding 2,430. If we don't hold 2,430, that's really a line in the sand there, and this actually would say, ooh, 1, 2, 3, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you really want to hold 2,430. On the relative strength index on the daily time frame, we're just hovering in a range, so yeah, there's no reason to think we tank from here, but I can't give you 100% guarantee that we shoot up from here. My feeling has been, and I'll pop in these little brush strokes that I did the other day. These are my two, hide, there we go, and that. So I drew this in yesterday, I think it was. We've just seen that spike down to 2,430 a little earlier than I thought we would, but excuse me, it's a really healthy move. You want to see that test and the bounce of 2,430. So let me get rid of that red one. You want to see that. That's exactly what we want to see, okay? Bounce and hold. And as I've said, I think this next time we push through, if we come back up to 2,470, fourth time's probably a charm. One double top, failed double top. Triple tops usually aren't a thing. I think we would clear and then break and make new all-time highs. So I say all-time highs are coming. I also think we will break through. Oh, there's that line. That's what I need. Trend line. Nope. Trend line. Nope. Bear with me. No. No, that's not it. My trend line. No, sorry, gang. This is really boring today, and I humbly apologize. It sucks. Give it a little 1 minute or two. We're not going to find it, are we? Let's do that. There she is, right there. This trend line right here. I think we break through this next time. I think next time we break, make an new all-time high, where I think the third time's a charm for this uptrend line. We break through and we'll push up through 2,500 US dollars. That's the most likely scenario. Could I be wrong? Yes, I give it a more than a 50% chance. I don't give you predictions at all. That's not what I do. But out of interest, you have to take the other side of this. What happens if 2,430 does break? We bounce. We come down, we break back up, but then this becomes resistance. And very likely you would come down, more likely to come down to this area here. But look, we're looking positive for gold at the moment. That's why we're seeing that nice bounce on gold. So I remain positive for gold while we are above 2,430. And this pattern so far is playing out. Doesn't mean it will. Just that's my opinion. Take it or leave it. I choose always to remain optimistic because why not? Right there. So that is gold. Let's take a look at silver. We'll also do the gold to silver ratio quickly because my thoughts about the gold to silver ratio have come to fruition so far. And I'll just show you that. But silver is breaking out nicely, so bouncing nicely. We did say yesterday it needs to break out of this downtrend line. If it doesn't, then down we go. A breakout, fantastic to see. Now we need to see the retest. And I don't know where we'll find the resistance. It could be right here. I think you could find resistance here at 29, but a little retest of 28 and a hold of 28 US dollars, the top end of my best buy zone, is necessary. Okay, I want to see this, from around about here, come up to here, and then retest like this, for example. Something like, I would love to see, it's on the red, but that's red, but don't take any mind of it. I'd love to see that and then a bounce up. That'd be great. Or what you could see from here is that and then that. Those are the two scenarios I would like to see. I don't want to see it do this? Not really. I mean, this could signal a retest of this downtrend line. That could signal, the fake out, ha ha ha, sucked in people. But you preferably want to see that 28 level right here hold as support. Why go into the worry period? Okay, let's just bounce off here. Makes sense because it's a very key level, that 28. You can see it right there. And as I've said, my back in business line is $29 closing a few days and holding over $29 right here is my back in business line saying, look, highly unlikely. If we're closing and ranging in here, it's more unlikely, and I would say, much less than a 50% chance that the best buy zone, the lower end of my best buy zone, 26, or even spiking down to 25, is on the cards. I would give it while we're above this uptrend line, I give it a 50-50 chance at the moment. Yeah, I'm going to remain on the fence for that the bottom end of the best buy zone is hit. While we're above $29, I would say it's probably just a 30% chance. But we're just in the 50-50 range at the moment. Sorry, I can't give you any more definite than that. Again, I don't always give you 100% predictions either way. I never give you 100%, but 50-50 is what you're going to get. So take it or leave it, people. That is silver. That's my resistance there, 29, and that's pretty much all you need to know. On the relative strength index, though, it's looking positive. We are back above this area right here, so we are trending up on the relative strength index on the daily time frame. So that's looking positive. On the more macro, we'll take a look at the weekly time frame. Weekly RSI. Okay, as you can see though, there on the weekly we did have that double top, 1, 2, and this move. So we have been still moving down. So the next couple of weeks need to pump in order for me to say this is a potential reversal back up to glory. Okay, so not out of the woods yet on the weekly. And on the monthly time frame, just so you know, when it takes its sweet A time for some reason, because my internet connection doesn't like me today. I hope I'm still going out live. What I do like so far, and we've got, well, look, we're halfway through the month. We've got 15 days left. Okay, I do like that spike. That looks lovely right there. So if we can hold right here, hold 28. And bounce off, and there's my back in business line. Okay, I didn't even look at this on the monthly. Isn't this interesting how this plays out? My back in business line is right above the open for August. So if we actually close above $29, that actually puts this month in the green, and that looks really positive. Okay, so this could August flip green. From red to green. That would be really interesting. If that would be very, very positive. That's definitely back in business. If we flip green and close the month green, ooh, that is really good. Okay, so this spike I really like. I like these big down spikes because it says gobble, gobble, gobble. Buyers are in control of the market. Let me get rid of that. That's all you need to know. Watch out for support at 28, and you got to clear 29. So it's really just a $1 range at the moment. On the longer term time frame, let's just look at silver for the newbies who are just watching my stuff for the first time. Let's look at, this is silver on the monthly time frame. I'm even going to take you out to, just out of interest, I'll take you, screw it, I'll take you to the, I'm going to take you to the monthly time frame, just out of interest. Right here, it's looking a little bit complicated, a little bit detailed there. Okay, so ignore all that stuff. Let's just look at the macro and where we are. A bit of blue sky, rah, 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 silver thinking. Right here, this is going back to, this is 1967. That's 1980, the lows of the early 90s. The double top as such in 2011. Giant cup, handle, a little blip along the way with that handle, but look, it's looking really nice. Again, so long as we remain above this long-term downtrend line, as long as we remain above there, we're all good. And we're 99% in a bull market. We'll be 100% in a bull market, in my opinion, when we close any month above 31 US dollars. Let me show you that on this very detailed, very kind of liney chart right there. There's my final hurdle, 31. If we close any month above there, Look at this, because it's a level of major resistance. Resistance failed to close. It's failed to close failed to close any year so far above 31 since January. It's failed to close any month. Actually, 31. Where are we? That's there. It's actually... it's actually never closed. It's failed to close any year, above $31 since the peak in 1980. Wow, if I had any more final confirmation for me that 31 is a massive level, that's it right there. And this is the first time seeing this. Failed to close any year, above $31. And out of interest, the $31 mark, right there is the 0.618 Fibonacci from the old highs of the 1980s and the old lows of the 1990s. Okay, so there it closed above. It closed at the $37 level. In January in 2010, we closed just at it or just below it. We spiked to $50, but we don't like those big spikes, do we? Ooh, big red spikes. Big spikes on the upward direction, not good. Closed below 31. Look at this. Close. Spike, close below. And even this year, we've spiked above to $32.50. We've never closed a year above 31. So I am confident. I'll go back to the monthly. I am confident that if we close any month above $31 right here, that signals the 100% bull market for me. But just looking at that, obviously what would really be the absolute clincher would be closing a year above 31. That's just total absolute bull market for a long time to come, in my humble opinion. Not financial advice. Don't do what I would do. Dollar cost average and all that jazz. And I do not think in silver that we will reach $37 to $40 in 2024, but I'm going to keep it as my no higher than. And this is this here was my no higher than. It wasn't my we're definitely going here. It was just don't look for any higher than $37 to $40 in 2024. And with the current price action, it's not looking likely that we even hit the bottom end there of 37. Could be wrong. Would I be happy to be wrong? Absolutely. But yeah, we're not shooting for the moon in this year. Okay, let's see what the close of this year does. Okay, that is silver. And platinum. I wanted to show you platinum because now we are back above. Isn't this interesting? We are back above 945 US dollars. We are trending up on the relative strength index. I have been saying that while we were below 945 dollars right here, then I was 90% sure we'd see this get tested in my the top end of my best buy zone, 900 anywhere down to 750, tested probably more likely around this area. I did say yesterday and the days before that, closing above 945 gives us pause to think, oh, okay, that's much less likely now. So literally this line right here, 945, flips me, and I just have to flip it because it's the message of the market. Flips me from 80-90% sure we're going to come down here to probably only 40% sure that we come down to here. Okay, that's really, that 945 is such a crucial level in my opinion. So looking less likely at the moment that we break down here. Of course, that could change any moment. Something happens and this is a fake out and blah, blah, blah. But while we're above 945, it's actually looking good that we'll make another test for this level right here. If we break this level of 975, 980 US dollars, we close above there. That tells me that this left head, right shoulder is invalidated. And then if we close above here, we're actually going to continue up into my getting excited zone. That's anywhere between $1,020 to $1,120, that $100 range. And very quickly, as you know, for my new subscribers, closing any month above 1,120 for platinum signals full bull market, go, go, go. That's all you really need to know for platinum. I have a bit of platinum myself. If you're looking to get into platinum, watching my show is a great idea because I do platinum. I'm probably one of the only only channels that does platinum every single weekday. Most people just focus on gold and silver, but I like to do platinum too because it is highly undervalued against gold and silver at the moment. Let me just show you quickly if you don't know what I'm talking about. Here is platinum versus gold on the monthly time frame. Ooh, mama, look at that. Okay. It's the lowest it's ever been, where just earlier this month, just a few days ago, hit an absolute, just last week, it hit the absolute lowest point it's ever been. Could it go lower? Yes, of course. But just look at this. It is still above its downtrend line. Okay, so this is measuring platinum against gold. As this is going down, platinum is becoming more undervalued against gold. As this is going up, platinum is getting more overvalued against gold. It's doing better than gold. Okay, does that make sense? So we're very, very low against there. We're still above this trend line, so that's actually really positive. Okay, and against silver, we've actually we're at a very, very historical low as well. So that's why watching platinum, I think, is not a bad idea. I have some platinum myself. And I'd be watching it if I were you. I don't give financial advice, so do what you want. That is gold, silver, and platinum. Quickly have a look at the gold to silver ratio. If you're considering playing that over the longer term, you'd want to keep an eye on this, or at least have me keep an eye on it for you. I did suggest, because this is on the daily time frame, back here I suggested, we're looking a little toppy on the relative strength index on the gold to silver ratio. I think silver's going to outpace gold for the next week or 2 weeks, meaning I think this chart was going to go down because it's looking a bit peaky, and so far we have seen that happened yesterday. I think it will keep happening it could happen for another few days. We spent a lot of time up here at gold being overvalued towards silver on the daily time frame. Okay, so silver needed to have its bit more of a moment in the sun, and with its recent breakout and breaking it going higher than gold in percentage terms, that's why you're seeing this go down. Out of interest, these two thicker yellow lines represent the no man's land area. It's any metals game while we're in here. If this was to continue to climb, it would say that gold is probably going to continue to have its time in the sun for a while. And while we're below this trend line right here, that's all about, silver's going to reign supreme for, the weeks and months and years to come. But we're just in this, area right there. That's all you need to know for the gold to silver ratio. I think silver will continue to outperform gold at least for the next, probably all the way into the end of next week's trading. I'll keep it at that. That is gold, silver, platinum, gold to silver ratio. That's all you need to know. I'll take some questions and some comments, and then I'm going to get out of here. We'll make it a quick one. We are already we're at 32 minutes. I think this is going to be a really quick show. Of course, what I need to do, of course, you want to get your questions or comments in. Of course, this is Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, my brand partner, my preferred bullion dealer. I've worked for multiple major bullion dealers in Australia. Perth Bullion Exchange are doing it the best, in my humble opinion, right now. Why? Well, all the other reasons. They're doing all the good stuff that the other ones are doing, like they buy back at spot price, okay? If you're a bullion, let me just say very quickly, I'm not going to get myself in trouble because I don't work for these companies anymore, and you should buy from all bullion dealers. If your bullion dealer is not buying back at spot price, you got to ask them some questions as to why they're not doing that. It could be that they're not able to for financial reasons, because maybe their overheads are too much. Maybe they just can't do it from a feasibility range. But why can some businesses do it and others can't? So what I loved is when I first worked for Goldstackers, and I don't want to call out all this, screw it. I worked for Goldstackers between 2013 to 2016. They were the first bullion dealers to offer spot price for buybacks. Okay, and then they don't do that anymore. They changed hands, and then they don't do that anymore. They still do great prices, and you should buy from Goldstackers, but they don't offer spot price anymore, I think, is their general policy. Bullion Now, who I worked for 3 years, I was their first employer. I launched and grew their YouTube channel, which you've seen and heard my voice and seen my face all over their stuff. I've created videos that have had nearly 1 million views, all that sort of stuff, and all that. They then took on the mantle of being the first company, the only company at the time to buy back at spot price. Now they still do it, and then Perth Bullion Exchange right here, they also buy back at spot price. So that's tick number one, okay? But tick number two, which is they're the only company now that offer free shipping when buying over certain quantities. Buy a tube of silver coins, free shipping. Buy 3 gold 1 ounce bars, free shipping. So buy 20 or more or of anything, a mix and match. So add 20 or more things to your shopping cart, for instant free shipping. So you can mix and match as well. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars to get free shipping. You can spend as little as $150 roughly and get free shipping, because if you buy 20 times 1/10 ounce silver rounds, it's 20, so you get the free shipping. So you can spend as little as about 150 Australian dollars right now, get free shipping. It's insane. Okay, so head over to perthbullion.com.au. So they are my preferred physical bullion dealer. And very quickly, my new brand partner is Wealthstack.com, the best unallocated gold program, which is 100% backed by real physical gold. It's the best unallocated gold program that I've seen. And as you know, I've been involved in unallocated gold programs before. When I've worked for various companies, I actually helped write the policy for one of the big bullion dealers' unallocated gold programs as well. I think Wealthstack are really kicking goals here. So it's a 100% physical gold back token. Okay, so unallocated gold program. You get the added benefit of your receipt of purchase and your claim of ownership with a blockchain-based token. Don't worry, it's not crypto. Don't worry about that. Just put the crypto side away for a minute, okay? It's just the your receipt of claim is in the form of that. So that's even better, okay? No transfer fees, no storage fees, okay? You have an amazing phone app which you can download on iPhone and on Android as well. Some of you, I did an interview yesterday with the CEO, David Ski. So check out my video from yesterday. When I get a chance, I'll link it. Great interview. A whole bunch of questions were asked. He answered all the frequently asked questions. Is it real gold? Do you really do this? Do you really do that? How does this work? How does that work? And also a bunch of you signed up for an account. Some of you were having some issues, but if you go to the Contact Us section, because there were a couple of little bugs, I think, but I think a few of you have already been reached out to by the CEO. So if you're one of those people and David actually reached out to you to get your problem solved, hopefully that problem has been solved. But I highly recommend checking out wealthstack.com as well. I'm going to be talking more about them. Just check out their website, check out the frequently asked questions page. So if you go to wealthstack.com and then scroll all the way down to the bottom, right down here is the FAQ section. Read all that. You'll find it's very interesting for stackers and also non-stackers alike. Do you have a bunch of friends and family who don't understand us stackers? They don't get it, right? They don't get why you hold these beautiful shiny things, and they just don't care about that. They just want the convenience of buying gold through their phone, okay? And just having a dashboard where you can see everything, your gold holdings. They can sell it whenever they want, and all that. Just send them to Wealthstack. I think that's probably the best idea. They are Australia-based. They're fully regulated, all that good stuff. And also, they will be, as you know, they will be allowing physical redemptions probably towards the end of this year because they are a brand new company. They're working on that. And also a debit card is coming as well, where you can spend in any store, with a Visa or a MasterCard, wherever it's going to be, a debit card where you can spend your gold holdings without having to go to the bullion dealer, sell your gold, blah, 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 and do all that stuff. So I think it's just a great opportunity for a different way to get gold. Could be for you, could be for your friends and family. All right, finally, last comments and queries. Anything else? G'day, Desi. Hey, stackers. I think this will be a really quick show. Ben Ferrugia, GMS. Hit the like button. Absolutely. I agree. David Williams, world reserve currency for now. Bricks. Bricks says, hold my beer. Bricks says, hold my mug. My voice is starting to go a little bit, so I'm going to take care of it and go probably now. Got a big gig tomorrow. Again, if you're in the Mildura area, I'm driving 6 hours up to Mildura tomorrow morning. Set up, sound check, dinner, do the show, drive all the way back on Sunday. If you go to or type in Mildura Arts Centre and you'll see the show that's on tomorrow. Tickets are still available. The U2 and In Excess story. It's called Stuck in a Moment. There's a bunch of videos out there too of me doing it. So you get to see me singing in all my glory. That is it, my wonderful people. We are going to get out of here for today. Enjoy the rest of your day, of course.
Oh yeah, we're feeling fine.
Thanks for watching.
It's podcast time.
On Monday, make sure you have your...
Beverage. Let's get in the groove.
And now, let's do the...
Slurp. Now we're on the move.
In 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah, we're feeling fine.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend with your friends and family, whatever it is that you do. Stay safe, stay informed. Keep stacking. See you Monday.